guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're brand new here and this is the first time you ever see my face, what's up? I am Jen. I share all things health and wellness here on the channel. Anything I do to level up my own life, I share with you guys in hopes to inspire and motivate you to do the same. So if that sounds like your jam, make sure to subscribe before we jump into today's video. Alright fam, as you can tell from the title, we are jumping into meal prepping for week number 1 of the low carb cut. If you have no idea what the low carb cut is, go check out some of my recent videos. I will link some down below as well as up in the iCards. That way you can get all caught up. But I am doing a 6-week cut, high protein, moderate fat, low carb, and focusing on my calories and really leaning down. So that's my goal. And I'm also tracking, which is like really crazy for me because I am like an anti-tracker, but surprisingly, I think it's going to do awesome for me. I think that I'm going to love it, and I think that it's going to produce great results. I am always up for challenging myself. That is my first tip in this video, because I'm going to give you a couple tips for meal prepping and staying on track and being successful with the cut. And my first tip is to set some goals for yourself. If you're lacking motivation on your health journey, set some new goals. Get re-inspired. Help yourself to keep moving. When you set new goals and you have something to hope for and look forward to and plan for, it just reignites a new fire in your belly to keep you going on this health journey. So that is number 1. Set some new goals for yourself. Set a new plan out for yourself, and make it challenging so that you push yourself and you feel accomplished and good about yourself, and create the momentum to help keep you going to really see results. But we are jumping into meal prepping for week number 1 of the low carb cut. Meal prepping is super important. I haven't done it in forever, but I also haven't been tracking. And when tracking or having new goals like this, I think meal prepping is essential for your success and your sanity. So I highly recommend it. But my second tip for meal prepping is to keep it simple, especially if you're weighing food out and tracking and all of that. I think that it's best, especially in the beginning, like getting back into it. Like I haven't meal prepped in a long time. So getting back into the batch cooking and meal prepping for this cut, this first week is just super simple and super basic. I am sticking with the same foods pretty much throughout the week. It makes it easier for weighing and tracking and just staying on goal. And my third tip is to just prepare and plan everything out ahead of time. Sit down with pen and paper, or do it in your phone, do it in a tracking app, do it in your notes, whatever it is, and plan it out for the week ahead. That is one thing that I have found for this first week has helped me tremendously. I planned last week, planning all of my meals out ahead of time, plugging them into the tracking app, ordering my groceries ahead of time, just all of it. It made it so much easier for this week. So number 1, set some new goals. Number 2, keep it simple and basic. And number 3, make sure to prepare and plan ahead of time. That will set you up for success on any cut you're doing or any goals that you're trying to attain, or just meal prepping and batch cooking for your normal weekly health journey that you're on. So those are my tips to help keep you successful on this cut, or to help you attain any other goals that you are achieving in your health journey. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the meal prepping. Like I said, it is all simple and basic, nothing overcomplicated. Especially for this first week, I wanted to keep it super simple. The things that I needed for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm pretty much eating the same things for snacks and all of that every single day. It makes it easy to plug it into the carb manager ahead of time. It makes it easy to weigh out, meal prep. Boom, 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 just go down the line and keep everything kind of super simple and basic and eat the same things every day. Dinner's the main thing that I am switching up from week to week. So I will have new dinner ideas coming every week, but a lot of the other stuff will be on repeat so that it makes life super simple for meal prepping and tracking. But let's go ahead and jump into it. First up, we have our proteins that are going to take the longest. I'm going to go ahead and get those in the oven cooking while I am prepping up the rest of the stuff, because I want to meal plan and batch cook and be ahead of the game for the week, but I don't want it to take all day long. So I'm going to try to multitask as much as we can, and I'm going to go ahead and pop these proteins in the oven. Here I have 4 chicken breasts that I have just laid on a baking sheet that I wrapped with foil and parchment paper. And again, just another step for convenience and ease of cleanup, so that we are trying to get this done in the shortest time frame possible, as well as with minimal cleanup. I have the chicken breasts on here. I sprayed just a tiny little bit of this avocado oil on them from Chosen Foods, and then I covered them in Badia Complete Seasoning and Badia Chopped Onion Flakes, and then a little bit of paprika. And I'm gonna pop these in the oven. I have it preheated at 400 degrees. These are still partially frozen, which is no big deal. I wasn't waiting for them to thaw out, just threw them right on there. I cook chicken in the oven like this all the time, comes out perfect. And these will be for my salads that I'm prepping through the week. I am also going to throw in the oven with that these cod skinless fillets that I got in my Walmart grocery pickup order, and I just threw those on here again with just a tiny spray of the avocado oil spray, some of the Badia Complete seasoning, went and grabbed a lemon off of my lemon tree, sliced it up and threw it on there, and I'm going to pop it in the oven with the chicken, both of them in there about the same time. These should only take probably about 15 minutes or so, and these will take 30 to 40 minutes. You want the internal temperature to be about 170 and the liquid to run clear. Next up, we have air fryer boiled eggs. I have never done boiled eggs in the air fryer, so I am very intrigued to see how this is going to turn out. I just threw some aluminum foil in the bottom just to help them not roll around, and I have 8 eggs in there, and we are going to pop this in the air fryer at 250 for 17 minutes, and then we will pull these babies out and see how good this works. So the eggs were done, and I just transferred them straight into an ice bath here. I'm gonna let them chill in this water so they'll stop cooking. Probably about 5 or 10 minutes I'll let them chill in there, and then we will peel them and see how this air fryer cooked them up. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Let's see how the air fryer did. When I was peeling this one, it already broke, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open and see how the yolk is. And it looks awesome. It could have probably cooked for another minute or so. So next time I'll probably do 18 minutes instead of 17. There's a couple more that don't look quite cooked, like are a little bit softer than I like. So I'm gonna pop these in the microwave for a couple seconds and they should be perfect. But I definitely would either go up to 275 or I would add on a couple minutes. Well, don't do what I did and walk away from the microwave. 30 seconds would have been perfect, but they exploded and it's a nightmare. I literally just cleaned this microwave out. So the rest of the eggs were cooked fine, so I didn't need to put them in there. Thank God. Got this baby all cleaned and sparkling up. And just gonna store the eggs right in this glass dish, and they will be perfect to throw on salads or whatever throughout the week. So next up, we are making some vanilla protein overnight oats. I have never made these before, so I'm kind of just winging this and see. I looked up a few different recipes, and I'm just kind of throwing together what I want, and I will, of course, let you guys know, update you on how these turn out. But for the star of the show, I am starting with a 1/3 cup of these old-fashioned whole grain rolled oats. This is the Bob's Red Mill brand. They always have super good stuff, and I got this from Target. And then I am going to use a 1/4 cup of some unsweetened original almond milk, a 1/2 scoop, and I weighed this out. It is about 12.5 grams for a 1/2 scoop of the Vanilla Prime Protein from Equip. Love this stuff. Always have a link down below if you guys want to check them out. And then I am going to top it with 50 grams of banana that I have weighed up here, some Primal Palette apple pie spice, and then to sweeten it up, I'm going to use a few drops, probably 4 to 5 drops of this monk fruit extract that I got from Amazon. I believe I have it linked down in my Amazon store. So we're just going to start by dropping the oats right in there without making a mess. So I found a much better way to mix and do this rather than mixing it in the jar. This is the first one that I made, and this is the second one that I made, all the same ingredients, except for I did a 1/3 cup of the oats as well as a 1/3 cup of the almond milk, and then mixed it in the measuring cup, poured it right in, easy peasy. Now I'm just gonna top the bananas right in there with a little more of the apple pie spice. Pop the lid on and voila. Next up are going to be the strawberry protein oats, and I am again using the Equip protein powder. This is the strawberry one. I'm almost out of this, so I need to go ahead and reorder some more. I have their vanilla, their chocolate, and their strawberry, and they're all awesome, and you could use any of them in these protein oats. Again, a 1/3 of a cup of the unsweetened almond milk, a 1/3 of the oats, a few drops of the monk fruit, and I have a 1/2 scoop of the protein powder, and then the apple pie spice, and then some strawberries that I've diced up here. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix it in the measuring cup, dump it in there, and then we'll top the strawberries right on top. Next up, we are making some egg white muffin cups. Here I have these liquid egg whites that I get from Aldi's. Absolutely love these. Some of the avocado oil spray here, the Chosen Foods, Badia Complete seasoning, and chopped onion. And then I just have some of these little silicone muffin cups that I popped right into this very old and loved muffin pan. And over here I have all my veggies chopped up and my scale, and I'm just putting the little silicone muffin cups right on there and measuring each of the veggies up in here. And then I'm going to dump the egg whites over them. I just sprayed just a real little bit of this avocado oil spray in the bottom of the muffin cups, put the veggies in there, and then we'll top the egg whites on them and pop them in the oven. All right, I have them all filled up and just topped them with some of the seasoning, mixed them up just a little bit. Now I have the oven preheated at 350 degrees. I'm going to pop these in for 15 minutes. Next up, I'm going to be sauteing up some of this broccoli slaw to go with the lemon baked cod. And the only seasoning I'm throwing on there is the Badia Complete seasoning. Week's 1 cut meal prep is done and in the books. We have both of the cod. I'm having this twice this week, so I just prepped up 2. Have the cod with the lemon and the broccoli slaw there. I prepped up some extra peppers here that will be going for one of the dinners because I was already cutting them up for the egg white muffin cups. Here was some leftover of the broccoli slaw somebody in the family will eat. Got our boiled eggs here. Have a ton of chicken prepped and ready for salads this week. Have our overnight oats, and they are already looking absolutely delicious. Can't wait to try those. And these turned out so awesome. I cannot wait to dig into these babies. So that is everything for week 1's meal prep. I almost forgot to show you guys the last part that I prepped up, which I normally do this every week no matter what because I add these on salads and use them just to snack on. So cut up a couple of the English seedless cucumbers, so I have plenty prepped for the week. All right, fam, so that'll do it for week number 1's meal prep for the low carb cut. Super pumped to be doing this cut, chase some new results, and again, like I said, the 3 best tips that I have to help you be successful on this cut or any health journey that you're chasing is to 1, keep setting new goals. Keep trying to push yourself to do things that you haven't done before, even if it's something as simple as tracking. Well, that's not simple for a lot of people. It can be complicated, but I think we overcomplicate it in our minds and we make it bigger than it really needs to be. And that's what I know that I have done in my own experience. And I am finding out into the first week of this cut that I made it out to be way bigger than it was, and that you can simplify it down and be able to do it with much more ease once you start practicing it more and more. And it will definitely help bring the results that you're looking for. So again, I've said it time and time again, if you want different results, you have to implement a different strategy. You have to try new stuff. You have to push yourself. So set some new goals, help get that motivation kicked in high gear, and help you be re-inspired to keep moving on your health journey. Number 2 is keep it simple and basic. A lot of people want to overcomplicate it and have all these very in-depth and complicated recipes and stuff like that. You can get into that further down the road, but in the beginning, just keep it simple, keep it basic. Meal prep up a lot of the same things and kind of just eat those through the week. This way, when you're sticking to the same things pretty much every day, then you know what will affect you. If you're incorporating 50 million different things every day, you're not going to know which things are working and which ones aren't. So in the beginning, just keep it super simple and basic. And number 3 is to prepare and plan ahead. Write it down, put it in your phone, just prep ahead of time for all of your meals and plug them in ahead of time if you're tracking. But if you're not and you're just meal prepping, write it all down. What do you need to order? What do you need to make? What meals are you having? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack. Just prep it out ahead of time and it will set you up for success way more than just kind of being willy-nilly throughout the day. So I hope this video helped you. Like I said, of course, it is simple and basic because I'm following my own tips as well. I will be trying some other new recipes and different things in my upcoming meal prepping videos. So make sure you're subscribed and you have your notifications clicked. That way you don't miss out on those videos when they go live. I will be posting them on Saturdays because I got an overwhelming response on my last video asking you guys if you wanted it on Saturday or Sunday, and I think the majority of everybody on my last grocery haul video said Saturday. I had asked on Instagram prior and it was kind of like a 50-50 split, but when I asked on here on my last grocery haul video, I think every single comment was Saturday. So obviously the majority of the people want it on Saturday, and that gives you time to like grocery shop or meal prep and get ideas so that you can set yourself up and be prepped for the week ahead. So Saturdays will be my meal prepping videos. I will have my grocery hauls every week and my meal plans for everything I'm eating throughout the day. Even the stuff that I am not showing in the meal prepping videos, I have that prepped out, and those will be included in my grocery haul and meal plan videos every Thursday. And then of course my weekly vlogs show it all throughout the day. My workouts, my meals, all the things every Tuesday. So be looking out for those. Make sure you're subscribed. Click your notifications. That way YouTube will notify you as soon as I upload them. And if you aren't following me on Instagram, definitely hit me up over there. You can see everything in real time as I'm eating and working out and all the things. And if you want to get a hold of me a lot quicker, DM me over there. Any questions or any concerns, any way that I can help you guys, definitely reach out to me. And if you enjoy these videos and they're helping you out, make sure to give me a thumbs up. That definitely helps me out, and I appreciate it more than you guys know. And again, thank you so very much for watching, and I will catch y'all in my next video.
Sometimes it really feels like I lose control.